All right, friends, lunch is over. RJ's not here yet. He's still running errands. But what I figured we could do while he's still out running errands is start getting a container. Let me get a container and I will start gathering some of the things that have leaven so that, excuse me, they're all in one spot, and we'll make this process a little bit more easier. All right, guys, I have this tub here and we're going to fill it up with all things leaven. And what RJ does is he actually will give it to the neighbors because they don't observe. So our first item going in is going to be this yeast. Babe, did you already throw away that packet of yeast? On the table now. On the counter? Here we have this yeast here. All right, so I searched the freezer and I have some Ezekiel bread. So that's going to go in the trash. These I'm going to feed to the dogs. They're little chicken strips that have baking soda in them. Also, another thing of Ezekiel bread. This is the leftover of the focaccia bread that I made. That's going to go in the trash. And then also another bag of some Ezekiel bread. So that's what we found so far. Okay, I found some panko breadcrumbs. We're going to be throwing that in the trash. Okay, let's check this cabinet up here all the way to the top because things can be hiding. Let's see. Propane for cooking, beans, flour. Let's bring this down. Let's see. What else is hiding up here? Okay, this cabinet here has been searched and vetted. I've gone through everything in here. There is no yeast or any leavening products. You know what's crazy about this too, guys? This is like Yahuwah giving us like spring cleaning. You know what I mean? Okay, now we're gonna go through my spice cabinet. And really what I'm looking for in here is any baking powder, baking soda, or cream of tartar. All right, so right off the bat, I got some baking powder here. Okay, so I went through a peanut butter collection. Everything looks good up there. Everything is good on the second shelf. It looks like I just had one thing of baking powder. Okay, so I found some things also in the pantry that we don't use anymore that I need to get rid of, like Old Bay seasoning, has iodized salt. Here's the baking powder. We're just gonna throw that away. Empty peanut butter jar. RJ's over there unloading groceries, guys. We're checking the house. He's making sure the downstairs freezers and refrigerators are okay. We're gonna check this. Okay, the one thing I hate about this hallway pantry is there's no light in here. But I've already went through this really. I'm just gonna go over it one more time. All right, let's just go through this one more time. Flaxseed cheese blend, dates. Okay, napkins, tea. Okay. I think that was the only pack of yeast that I had in here that I showed you guys. What's this? Chia seeds, flaxseed chia, red quinoa, and sprouted pumpkin seeds. So that's all okay. That's just pasta up there. Pasta. What do we have down here? We have, what is this? Black rice, farro, almonds, coconut milk, peanut butter, black rice, brown rice. Okay. This cabinet is messy, but there's no yeast or leavening in that cabinet. Okay, one other place is the dog food. Let's check the dog food cabinets. Okay, right away I can tell you, because we do it every year, these milk bone cookies have yeast in them. They have yeast, and they have sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, which makes them puffed up. So what we do with this is we give them to the neighbors because they have dogs and they don't observe, guys. So okay, I found these in the dog cabinet, but guys, check out the ingredients in this. This sounds so good that humans could eat this. Has oat flour, vegetable glycerin, peanuts, bananas, flaxseed, sunflower oil, peanut butter, banana flavoring, salt, and citric acid. So we don't have to get rid of these. I'll keep them down there for the dogs. But man, those ingredients sound good enough for a human to eat. All right, kitchen is done. Hallway pantry's done. And guys, you know what's the crazy thing is, like, throughout the year, I've been monitoring where I put stuff. Because when we first started observing Feast of Passover and Unleavened Bread, we had yeast all over the house. But it's crazy that when you start following Torah, the less food that you buy that's like commercially processed, right, is like, you don't really start dealing with like hidden ingredients in your food and stuff. One thing I did want to show you guys, for people who love to eat crackers, we found these on the base. They're Triscuits, hint of salt. I don't know if they're available everywhere. I don't really look for them anywhere because we buy them on the commissary. But these actually, the only ingredients in this is whole grain wheat, canola oil, and sea salt. So this has no yeast in it, and it's a great snack. RJ loves crackers. He likes to eat something crunchy with his tuna. So during Feast of Unleavened Bread, this is a great alternative. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so another thing that RJ likes to do, guys, because you have to remember, what we're doing is we're memorializing, right? We're remembering the Passover of the children of Yasharel in Mitzrayim. So another thing that RJ likes to do is he likes to put a red ribbon on the doors just as a symbol of the blood, right? Don't mind our door. We're in the middle of painting season, okay?
I gotta get the other doors.
And so we put that on all the doors. It's just something we like to do, guys. We enjoy celebrating Passover. It's very near and dear to our heart, so we like to go all out. That's just how we are.